Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Today is Wednesday, Spiritual Reading Wednesday. I don't know. If you guys want to help me get creative and think of a good title for Wednesdays. Mondays are relationship driven. Pick a piles. Wednesdays are spiritual. Today I set my intention to ask, where are my viewers on their ascension path and guidance, right? We're going through some crazy times. Tonight is my live. Go check out the community tab because I broke it down for you. I apologize. I'm a drowned rat. Today is the new moon. And you know me, I like my sacred baths. I spent a couple hours in the bathtub praying, meditating, channeling. I do have a channeled message for tonight's live feed, so make sure you check in and watch that tonight, or at least catch the playback. Excuse me. Mornings. Anyhow, you guys, I'm going to try something different this time. I don't know if it'll fly. I might have to keep doing it, Consistency is the key, right? But if you would like during tonight's live, I will be offering mini tarot readings for those who want to check in on their spiritual journey or their twin flame journey or their job or whatever, it doesn't matter, whatever the topic. In the past, I've always done it through the super chats, and I have found it to be very distracting and hard to keep track of. And there have been one or two times where I've gotten a super chat and a question from somebody and I didn't see it, and therefore they didn't get it until later when I sent it in an email. So if you watch this and you plan on attending tonight's live, try to send me your super chat instead through PayPal ahead of time. Try to send it before we go live so that I can and put in the notes section, how you make a payment on PayPal and it says, would you like to send a note? Send it to friends and family instead of goods and services, and leave a note telling me what your question is. What I'm hoping this will do is this will give me an opportunity to organize, right? To write out who paid for it and who, what's their question and concern, and have it nice and neatly laid out. And then, because we're just starting this, I'm sure there will be others who do it during the live show. And so it'll be chaotic for a little while. But what I would like to do is move over completely to the PayPal platform. And I have my reasons for that. Because when we do super chats, the money that you guys donate does not come to me but once a month. And YouTube takes quite a big chunk out of it. So PayPal takes a lot less. They don't take any if you send it friends and family, because it is a donation. And so we're just trying to get more organized around here, okay? Enough of the announcements, other than I love you. I am so grateful that you are here. I'm going to do my hair tonight and try and look more presentable for you during the live feed. We're going to do a moon ritual, and it's the same old, but it's not, because we're changing a lot of things about it. Okay, today's topic: where am I on my ascension path or my spiritual path, and what messages does Spirit have for me at this time? And we're doing it in a pick-a-pile format, and I used just oracles, no tarot. I don't know why, but that's what I was called to do. So, pile number one, let's bring you down so you can see your options. I'm not going to turn them towards you. I'm trying to time manage today so that I can get everything prepared for our live shows tonight. So we're just going to kind of wing this. Pile number one is the red carnelian. Pile number two is the labradorite. And pile number three is the dragon septarian. Okay? So take a moment, breathe in, breathe out, ask Spirit to guide you to which pile. Sometimes I choose by the rock or the energy. Sometimes I look at the timestamps and look for some of my angel numbers. So angel numbers don't always show up in the timestamps, but if they do, it's a definite sign for me, from my spirit guides, which pile I should choose. Okay, so let's just put these aside. Let's crack these open. Excuse me. Again, guys, I am so grateful for you being here. You know, a lot of these social media sites are getting crazy. Another thing I wanted to announce before I start this is that I am researching. I haven't chosen and I haven't moved anything or made any moves, but I am considering researching and finding other platforms like YouTube. There's one called NewTube with an N. There's, of course, BitChute. There's a bunch of them. But, you know, some of the main ones are being tampered with, and I don't like it. It really upsets me. I think people, you know, want to gather, and they want to gather safely and be able to speak their truth. So, yeah, I may be adding other platforms links so that if YouTube were to get shut down or temporarily, you know, I don't know. I'm just telling you that Spirit's telling me big changes are coming and to be prepared. So in order to not disappear completely and to be able to still guide you guys, I might create some new accounts on alternative sites so that should something happen, you will always know how to find me, okay? So if anybody has any suggestions, by the way, that, you know, of other platforms that are not quite as monitored, I guess you want to say, or silenced, you know, free speech and all that, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, take a drink, Tracy. Let's get this ball rolling. Those who picked pile number 1, what time is it? 7:17. Got to keep track of the time. All right, guys. Where are you on your ascension? And what advice does Spirit have for you? I'm going to lay these cards out. And then we'll go through them one by one, and I'll hold them up for you. You know, it's funny how things always kind of... I founded my channel on Twin Flames. And it's funny how even when I set my intentions to stay away from, you know, just one genre, I can still feel the energy. And I know that a lot of you are on that journey. Okay, so let's just... let me take a moment to just kind of sit in this. Okay, so my pile number 1s are really in manifestation mode. Really, really deeply. Okay? And I feel like there might be some emotional triggers or belief systems that may be kind of... I hate calling things blocks because we're just on a journey, right? But on your journey, there's a few, you know, little puddles, we'll call them, or there's a few things that I think are holding you back. But what Spirit is saying here, we're going to start here with this shadow attribute. Let's get the negative out of the way and move right into the positive. So this is Virgin, and, you know... Most people ain't virgins these days, but this is a fear of intimacy. This is in intimacy. I don't feel like it's sexual. It could be, but I feel like this is you guarding your heart. Okay, I want you to take a look at the picture here of this young woman. She's sitting there, and there's love all around her. There's a river of love right behind her. Right, look at all the hearts. It looks like a river of love. And but she has her heart closed off. And I think that for you guys, pile number one, you've probably had a trauma wound in your life that has, I'm going to put that upside down again, that you have been hurt. You know, there's been some sadness, there's been some kind of a repetitive pattern of perhaps people not showing up for you or not choosing you. Or, you know, maybe you've been in love and you had your heart broken so bad that now you're scared that if you fall in love or if you let somebody in fully that you may not be able to heal again. I feel like it's taken you a long time to get to where you're at. And so you're guarding your energy. But I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you, and you got music here twice, guys. I just noticed that. So you're being guided. I see this, okay? We got the lotus flower, which says unfoldment, okay? I feel like you've been working on opening up for a long time, you know, for a while now. Where do I want to go next, Spirit? So we've got the owl, deception, wisdom. See, somebody or something, it doesn't have to be a person, but somehow in your life you had a trauma wound around deception. Somebody lied to you, or they mistreated you, or they just weren't emotionally available to you. And I feel like you've been kind of a loner, you know, you've been, you surround yourself with like animals and children, or not a lot of grown-ups. I feel like you guys are kind of, or when you are around peers, you're very guarded. You guard your heart and your energy a lot. You guys are probably musicians, or at least deeply, deeply musical, like have a deep love for music. Guys, I mean, seriously, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 decks. And out of 11 decks, you got 2 different decks that have music in it. I love the way Spirit operates. So you guys have a very deep connection with music. And so this card here is saying to use that to manifest rapidly. Think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play your favorite music. And honestly, that's a really good way. You know, when I get a little blue, or when I'm feeling like I'm having a hard time being in joy, because it's hard to manifest if you're not in a place of high vibration, right? So I listen to some Bob Marley. I like that 3 Little Birds. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Baby, don't worry about a thing. I have lots of music, actually, that I use to help me get into this happy, sunny, you know, high vibe energy. I feel like when you get in your sweet spot, you might write lyrics, you might write poetry, you might play a musical instrument, you might sing, you might dance. Anything that has to do with music, I feel, is what puts you in your zone. But I also feel you alone a lot. Like this group feels like they're alone a lot. And so you are meant to be a leader. This card says forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had had. I feel like you're being groomed, is what I feel. But you have a little bit of, I'm just hearing you're very creative souls, and you've dealt with some criticisms. You never really fit in certain molds. And because you didn't feel like you fit in, you kind of stepped aside. You're kind of a watcher. I just feel like you needed more nurturing when you were a child than you got. And you might even be, I'm detecting like middle child syndrome or something here where, you tend to compare yourself to others. This card says surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. And I feel very loving, very healing energy around you. But I think, I'm seeing these reds. I think as a child, you might have had to compete with older siblings. Owls could be part of your, spirit messages. If you see owls a lot, I know this is an angel, but I'm looking at these two pictures. See the owl's nose, and then see the way her headdress comes down over her nose. When they were lined up, they were lined up like this. I don't know why, but I'm seeing an owl almost superimposed over this angel's face. So for some of you, owls are a very clear spirit animal for you. Remember, these are general readings. I'm reading for a lot of people, so take what works and leave the rest. Some of you are going to be, connect with the music thing, others with the owl thing, others with the child, because I feel like there was some kind of a comparison in your life where, you always had to take second seat. You were never front and center. You could have been, the youngest out of a group of 4 or 5 siblings. You could have been the middle child. But I feel like you are very gifted, but your gifts were never given recognition because your parents were probably busy trying to, trying to keep tabs on everything that they had to keep tabs on. I don't feel a horrible connection with the parents in this group. I feel like you just didn't feel seen. You didn't feel heard. You always felt like the wallflower. Now, was that because other people treated you that way, or you chose that? Because some people are shy as little kids and they choose that. But I'm seeing a lot of blue here. I think you're being guided by spirit to use your throat chakra. You're a leader of some sort. And you could be a water sign for some of you. I'm seeing a lot of water here. This is the water guardian. This is, water color to me, along with this card. Surrender resentments. It says holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings. Keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. But this is the card. Okay, so we've got more here. Pardon me. Which one do you want me to go to next, Spirit? So, I feel like in your life, you have learned, and your throat chakra is messed up. And this is part of what Spirit's working on you with. Root chakra, that tells me, your beginnings, how the beginning of your life was. Safety, security. But I'm also seeing the purples, so I see that you are ascending. Lotuses are ascension, right? And with the sun card and these music, I feel like you're trying to manifest something, but you're still just a little bit stuck on believing 100% that you can have it. And it's because of some kind of an emotional detachment. It's like you grew up when life became painful. instead of becoming a victim, because I don't think you did. I think you became stronger, but I think you did it with a little resentment. It's like, well, okay, I'm different. You started to form some kind of a belief system around becoming maybe even rebellious as a teen or as a younger child. And now as an adult, I feel this taming, this now you're opening up, you're ascending. You're working on your shadows. You're working on your fear of connecting emotionally with other people. You're being called to lead in some area of your life, whether it's you standing on stage playing music or singing. I resonate with that, by the way, because, I'm a singer and I've struggled with stage presence and being confident on stage. Always makes me think of Blues Travelers, right? I don't remember his first name, but the lead singer of Blues Travelers, man, he is, I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard any new music, but he is so gifted. And there were parts of his career where he played and sang from behind a curtain, literally, because he was overweight and he didn't want to be seen. And so I'm seeing all your chakras coming on board here. I mean, I've got purple, I've got pink for the heart chakra, I've got light blue, a lot of blue, guys. You're going to use your throat either through singing or speaking or orating, but I'm seeing a lot of blue. I'm seeing purple. Okay, so I want to move now to where you're headed. Because what your block is there's a little forgiveness that you still need to do around people in your past who might have bypassed you for other people. And this taught you to be in this comparison energy, right? You versus the world, not whatever your belief systems are, because we can go to one extreme where we're arrogant and we believe we're all that in a bag of chips, to the other extreme of feeling extremely unworthy and quiet and, want to hide behind other louder people, more upfront people. But you're being asked by Spirit to connect with your emotions. And with this fear of intimate union, I feel like this is fear of letting people get too close to you, to your heart chakra. I feel like you're very giving. You push a lot of love out, but you don't necessarily feel comfortable letting love in. And so on your spiritual journey, you're being, and okay, I got to go back to the manifestation because I see it here. It's like connect with your emotions, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. It's coming up right underneath the sun, which is Leo energy. This is a leader energy, right? You are opening up to this new energy because you're being divinely guided with the owl. And I think you've learned a lot through experience. And now it's like you've gotten a lot of information and you're trying to apply it in your life. Now I want to go to here because there's only 3 cards now we haven't touched on. This one is instinct, because I do believe you're very intuitive. I feel a lot of water energy. If you're not a water sign, if you did your chart, I bet you would find you have some heavy placements in water. But this is your instinct. Follow your natural instincts. You are making the current issue more complicated than it needs to be. Trust in the universe. Unfoldment. Allow your intuition to guide you. You are always safe. And that's what I'm feeling for you. Like you haven't always felt safe. And this is new for you. And Spirit's asking you to step out of that belief system, to, say your name out loud, like I'm Tracy. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Tracy. To Today is the first day of the rest of my life. And if you knew me yesterday, I just want to reintroduce myself because I'm not that girl anymore. And why am I not that girl anymore? Because I am manifesting a brand new me, a more confident me, a more loving me, a more connected me, a more confident me. And you have gifts, a lot of gifts. Okay, gifts with music for some of you. Some of you have all of this. You have a lot of water, which is, intuition, instinct, orator. A lot of you are speakers or singers. So here you're being told to follow your instincts, not to muddy things up by overthinking it. It says, you're making the current issue more complicated than it needs to be. Trust in the universe. This is happening for you, not to you. And so next we have Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture because you are manifesting. I don't know what it is. It could be a business. It could be a rock band. It could be, anything, quite frankly. It feels very creative, whether you're a painter. Like I said, I'm feeling creator energy here. So, this card is saying that the timing is right for this new venture, whatever it is you're trying to create. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. That's the key word, is positivity. Because I feel like you fall into your emotional depths. It's like this river of love. I feel like you are the river of love when it comes to other people, but you don't dive into that river yourself. And I'm hearing, time to be baptized. Man, you need to go to that river of love and baptize yourself in it. The time is now. Follow your instincts. Connect with your emotions. Clear out the resentments. Quit comparing yourself to others. This is happening for you, not to you. And forge, don't follow. That tells me, that you are a leader. With that sun card, that's Leo energy. Whether you're a Leo or not, it doesn't matter. That is self-empowerment. That is knowing that you can do it. It's pump, pump, pump. Pump yourself up. So I saved this one for last. This is out of the Isis Oracle deck. I don't remember. I think it's Alana Fairchild maybe that did it, but I didn't look it up. So this is the imagery. And this is your last card, okay? It says Divine Destiny. I'm telling you, you have a mission here. The divine warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path, even during difficult or times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom with the owl, more focus or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. And I think that's where you're going. I think you started off, a little rocky with this root chakra. And then I think that, you kind of moved into that it's like I'm not seeing you go straight up with the chakras. It's like you were a little all over the place. First, the root chakra, needed some tweaking, or possibly, actually, for this group, I feel like your throat chakra. I feel like your throat chakra was activated first, which then activated your crown chakra. And then your crown chakra activated your heart chakra and your root chakra. And you're learning self-love. You're learning that whatever this belief system, this resentment that you have from younger years, I'm hearing that very clearly from your younger years. And now you're moving into the solar plexus, where you are learning to empower yourself, to step into your authority, to own your gifts, own your intuition, own your inner knowing, own your beauty, own your ability to create your own future. And so on this journey, you've been kind of wonky in your chakras, but Spirit's been tapping in and feeding energy into them in a way that activated them in the order that was for you. It was the order it needed to happen for you. And I feel like you just got a little bit left in each chakra that you need to work on. So I'm going to tell you guys that I think chakra work, throat chakra, sing, yell, orate, read poetry, use that throat chakra. You know, your crown chakra, I think you've got that one. I really do. You've got the unfoldment. You know, you got the green light from Spirit saying, yes, the time is right for you to manifest this next cycle in your life. And but I think the heart, if I were to tell you which ones to work on the most, I would say the solar plexus, the root chakra, and the heart chakra. I think your crown chakra is doing good. I think your third eye chakra is like awesome. The thing with your third eye opening, your crown chakra and your third eye, is you have a knowing, but you don't feel safe trusting. And it has to do with some kind of an emotional upheaval or a heartbreak or something that's happened to you that has taught you that it's not safe to trust. And it's like that bleeds into your own trust of you, trusting yourself, trusting that you can do this, trusting that you have everything within you that you need, that you are a creator being from creator source. And so I think you need to work on the root chakra, the solar plexus, pardon me, the heart, the root, and the solar plexus. Possibly the throat chakra, but I think the throat chakra is already kind of on board. I don't know that you've got it where it needs to be, but you're just fine-tuning. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you're a powerful manifester and you're going to get it. There's a few tweaks to make in your self-confidence, in being brave enough to be heard and seen, and trusting your own inner knowing, trusting that you are divinely protected. So guys, get out there and rock it, okay? I hope this resonated for you. It was actually a very good reading. I thought you're very talented. I don't know what your talents are. If you want to tell me in the comments section, that would be awesome. I love hearing your guys' comments. All right, so I love you. See you tonight, hopefully. 33:05. And we are moving on now to pile number 2. Hi, guys. Don't look at me. I'm a drowned rat. I just got out of my sacred bath. Haven't done nothing. Okay, moving you down. My pile number 2 is this beautiful labradorite. You can't see it in this light, but like this side's really dark, but this side has this really fiery flash, and I love it. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to put all your cards out first, and we're just going to kind of go all over the place and figure out where are you on your ascension or your spiritual journey. What advice does Spirit have for you at this time? Possibly what chakras you might need to be working on. And I got a couple of surrender cards too to see what you might need to surrender to Spirit. So give me just a second. I just want to sit in your energy for a minute. Okay, so I'm feeling divine feminine energy here. Now, that doesn't mean you're a woman. Could, but it doesn't have to, because, you know, masculine, feminine energy, avatars don't matter. You guys need to be listening. I'm hearing listening. And you need to expand your thoughts. It's like you do an awful lot of thinking, but you're thinking small. I think the shadow that you're working on, if you resonate with being a divine feminine, the shadow that you're working on is attracting relationships and lovers that were really smooth talkers. You know, the Don Juan is your shadow card, but it's in the reverse. So the shadow attribute says using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. So I feel like, you know, masculine energies has possibly, I feel like when you were younger, maybe you were naive and you fell in love easily. You believed everything that they said to you. You know, it's like hook, line, and sinker. You didn't see it coming. You were very naive, not in a bad way, you know, because when we're young, we're supposed to be naive. I feel like you might have been taken advantage of by some smooth talkers, you know, some really, I'm hearing spirit say that you're good looking and you attract some very good looking suitors. But a lot of these suitors use their looks to kind of take advantage of you, or did. This could be something way in your past. This could be a cycle that you've vibrationally attracted over and over again in your life, right? So we have ready, set, go. Now's the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. We have moderation. A lot of green here, guys. A lot of green. You could be an earth sign. A lot of green here. We've got moderation. So, you know, that applies to all of us. I mean, that card should be in every reading, I think, because there are very few of us walking this earth that doesn't have some kind of a vice, you know. Binge watching Netflix, to drugs, alcohol, over obsessive thinking, laziness, or overachieverness. We all have something going on, right? I feel like I feel love here, and I don't know why I'm not seeing a lot of love cards. You guys, okay, so these kind of readings are triggering. I don't like watching these kind of readings for myself because I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. I got it all under control. I'm on the ascension and I'm, you know, but then I get a reading and I know they're right. I know Spirit's clearly trying to guide me, but it kind of hits me right here and I'm like, oh, it feels judgmental. And so I don't want to sound preachy and I don't want to be judgmental. But what I'm feeling before I go into all the cards, I'm an energy reader. What I'm feeling here is I am feeling feminine energy. It doesn't matter what body type what avatar you live in, right? But I'm feeling feminine energy that has a really painful past. And not just the past, but I feel a person in your energy. And this person is like a temptation for you. This is like the one, I'm hearing the one. This is the one. And I'm looking at this. It says surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. But look at the imagery. You're trying to manifest a person, a certain person, a specific person. And this person is like your temptation. This is your kryptonite. This person is your kryptonite. I'm noticing these two little kids down here, and it says childhood, innocence. This certain person, now remember, these are general readings. If this doesn't resonate with you, pick another pile. But I have to read the energy I'm feeling. This card says surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone else. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. I think there's somebody from your past, possibly even as far back as childhood. That's always been your kryptonite. I'm seeing kids here. I'm seeing kids here, divinely guided, by the way, on the ascension. This angel is guiding this boy and this girl on this stairwell of ascension. It says, I'm leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. I think for a large amount of you that there is a person, a masculine energy. Look at this. I'm seeing the yin and the yang, right? The horse, the white, the dark. I feel like you fell in love with a dark horse. And this person's been your kryptonite. This person has been the one. I'm hearing the one. And it's like you've been out there with arrows shooting at this person, trying to wake them up. I feel like this person is not quite on this path yet. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. But what I'm seeing, Earth Guardian, if you resonate with the whole twin flame thing, you don't have to. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But if you do, I'm seeing your mission work is to help the planet. And this mission of yours, you're an Earth Guardian, right? You're leading, you're being led, but you're also going to be leading others on this ascension. That's your mission work. And we've got this joy card. And the colors of these, and these are two different decks, okay? These colors look like the exact same color. And so doesn't this. I mean, quite frankly, all three of them here. Oh, and I'm dropping cards. I mean, look at the colors, guys. Green, green everywhere. You got green everywhere. Let me get the card I dropped. Which one was it? Sometimes when I knock them off the table, it's because Spirit's like, go back to that topic. So this looks like you out there with your bow and your arrow, and you're trying to influence this person, whoever this Don Juan character is. You're shooting arrows of love at them because they're the one. And you're very divinely guided on this, so I would not be a bit surprised if this is not a twin. My twin. I always get one pile, right? That's the twins. So you have opportunity with ready, set, go. And they're both blue. I love the way Spirit just kind of brings things together, right? So it says, ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. And this one says, I'm leading you toward the answer to your prayers, heart's desires. This is your heart desire. Look at the focus that you're putting into the one. And the arrows that you're shooting toward this person, who is possibly the yin to your yang. And you're trying to spur them into action. Look at how much farther. I always think of the white as the feminine. I don't know, maybe I'm just prejudiced because I am a divine feminine. But you're head and shoulders ahead of your dark horse. And you're in a full run, and they are kind of trotting behind you. And so you should be focusing and redirecting your energy off of them. Put that arrow away. Take your mind. Look at, how are you ever going to see the angels or hear the angels or follow the guidance if you're so focused in on this person? Live in the moment, let go of the past. There is no point worrying about the future. A wonderful opportunity exists for you today. Embrace it. I think you have spent a lot of your life and time focusing on this person and what they might have done to you in the past, when you were young and innocent and happy together. I feel like you were taken advantage of. But I feel like this person is also ascending with you. I feel like this energy of moderation is a shared energy. If you're on the twin flame journey, you're now, I feel like you've done so much work, but you need to be focusing on you, because in a twin flame union, there is so much intense energy when the two of you come into any kind of a physical contact with one another. And that energy has nowhere to go through your chakra system if you have any blocked chakras. And so it'll get stuck in the energetic system within you and create blocks. And so I feel like both of you are struggling with something, whether it's anything, literally anything. It could be, I'm a workaholic, I don't have time to date, I don't have time to connect with my person, right? It could be, I have body issues, so I'm going to overeat or undereat to self-sabotage, nobody can come too close or harm me or hurt me if I'm not attractive. Or it could be alcohol or drugs, where I'm so obsessively thinking, I feel like you both are, of one another. We're overthinking, because here we have big picture thinking. You need to take your focus off the micro person and go to the macro people, unified consciousness. We are all part of the cosmos. So this one says big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I think Spirit's trying to inspire you, but your focus is elsewhere. And they want to spur you into action, and you want to spur them into action. There is still some healing to be done around your childhood. And it could be in connection with this person, or it could be in connection with, because what we do is we attract what we believe, right? So it doesn't have to be that person. It can be somebody else, or your parents, but there's a trauma bond that the two of you are sharing. There's a lot of earth energy here. A little bit of water, but a lot of earth. So your last card is Knot of Isis. Think of that, because that's what made me think of the Divine Feminine, is this card right here. Knot, because you're quantumly entangled, right? You're knotted together. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship. This means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping the goddess thrive in the world, but you are afforded her power, the goddess Isis. You are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. So I feel the awakening of the divine masculine and feminine in this energy. I think in your journey, you're in the energy of obsessively thinking about this person. Don't beat yourself up. It's part of the journey. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt and the beer koozie. And sometimes revisit it. You know, we get in flow, we get in that release mode where I love him or I love her. I can love them from over there. I know they're not ready. I don't know that I'm ready, but I'm working on me. I'm doing it. And then boom, all of a sudden you get a phone call, you get a text, you see something on social media, or something triggers you back into this pain of being used and taken advantage of through romantic persuasion. So I just want to tell you, I've been there. That's why I'm teaching, because I like to try and teach from my own experience. I feel like this could be a twin flame pile. Take it as it resonates. Doesn't have to be. For some it will be. For others it will not. But for all of you, where you're at on your journey right now is your focus is on something external, probably a someone external. And Spirit's asking you to take your thinking off of the smaller aspect, the one, I keep hearing the one, and put it on your mission, the grander macro energy. And you could possibly be Pleiadian, you know, nobody really knows for sure other than through spiritual channeling or regression. But you do have Pleiades energy showing up for you. It says big picture thinking. You're here to create a different world. The portals. I'm hearing that you are an earth guardian. And you are aligning others on the ascension through these gateways and portals that have been happening in the sky. And so you need to quit focusing on whatever that apple represents for you. If it's a person, a place, a thing, it doesn't matter. You can, because when you're manifesting, you want to focus, because where you focus your attention is what you, with intention, is what you create. However, it's only a piece of the greater manifestation, and I don't think that you're quite understanding that yet. Or perhaps you are, but you keep falling into that temptation. That apple is a temptation for you. And with moderation, you know, temptation can also be vices. It can be drugs, alcohol, you know, anything, guys, anything. You know, I mean, when my mom died, I didn't want to focus my attention on the pain, so I made 50 prayer shawls within a month. 50, guys. That's a lot of work. That's me sitting on my ass nonstop, day in, day out, day in, day out, crocheting to donate to the nursing home where my mom passed. Sometimes when we have pain in our body or in our chakras, in our energetic field, we will focus our attention anywhere but where the pain is. And we will use whatever we can to distract us so we don't have to look at the bigger picture. I'm here to remind you that if you resonate with being on the twin flame journey, it's not about your masculine or feminine. They are your catalyst to open up your chakras and to get your star chakra, your soul chakra, your earth chakra. There's a bigger picture here. You're not here to fall in love and get married and live happily ever after, although that would be really nice. You're here to create and to hold and to plant the new operating systems. You are a seed planter and some of you, not all of you, are harvesters, right? You're harvesting souls from the lower dimensions and helping them to ascend into the higher portals and dimensions. And so your mission is where your focus should be, not on your person, because your person is being guided too. This is not just you and the angel, this is you and them being divinely guided. You don't know. I keep coming back to this. I channeled this a couple of moons ago when I was down in the dumps, thinking, well, my masculine's not getting his shit together. It felt like it just wasn't going to happen. I feel that energy with you. And so Spirit's reminding me of the channeled message that you don't know what God and the angels and Spirit team is whispering in their ears. You just don't know. You have no clue. And so if they could divinely guide you on this journey and this path as they have, why don't you trust? Take your focus off of the person and put it back on the bigger picture of your mission. Why you even have that person. Why you and that person even have this connection. So you have to trust. And you need to work on some kind of a moderation. It's not saying addiction. It says moderation. So if you're doing something and because you're always divinely guided, your spirit guides are always going to tell you, you're always going to get that niggle. You're going to know, is it overeating? Is it undereating? Is it over-exercising? Is it not exercising? Is it smoking pot? Is it doing drugs? Is it anything, guys? Maybe you're crocheting 24 hours a day to keep your mind off of things. Anything. But it's not Spirit's not saying that you can't enjoy whatever it is that you're turning to for distraction, but moderation. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. Everything is okay in moderation. Now, of course, not crack or whatever, but I don't feel that energy here. I don't feel that kind of addiction here. I feel like you're just a little out of balance. You're doing a little bit too much of something, too much thinking, too much obsessing, too much, something. So work on that, guys. That's where your focus should be. I love you. We are now at 59:35. And we are moving on to pile number 3. Let me pull you back up a little bit. Sorry about that. With the dragon, Septarian. I love this stuff. It's earthy. It really feels dragony to me. All right, so let's take a look at your energy pile number 3. Don't forget to come and see me tonight during the live feed. It's going to be broken up into 3 different streams so that you can choose the one that you want, or you can choose all 3, but we're hoping that it won't get dropped. The internet won't drop it like it has been in the past, because you got to remember, I live out in the middle of nowhere, down in a gully, less than a mile from the lake, and, you know, in the middle of the woods, next to a creek. So the internet is shaky at best here. So my live feeds have been going wonky, and this is my solution to it. Okay, pile number 3. Give me just a minute to sit in your energy. Oh, we got this. Go. Wow, look at the colors here. So you guys are in a good place. Energetically, you're emerging. Look at that emergence. You're just like I feel like you have been on this journey for a little bit, for a while now. And you didn't skim the surface. You submerged deep into your healing. You embraced this journey. And you did the work. You were willing to do the work. Now your attribute card or your archetype card is bully. But it's in the light attribute. It says highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And I feel like this doesn't have anything to do with others. I'm being corrected by Spirit. Although you may, as with anything that we do, when we make progress, sometimes we 2 steps forward, 1 step back, not 3 steps back. Spirit's saying, oh no, you guys have blazed a trail. You are emerging. You went deep into your shadow work. And that's why you're not in the shadow attribute. You are in the light attribute, because you're learning to re-talk to yourself. Your inner dialogue has changed. Where you might have in the past been your worst enemy in your thoughts and the way you spoke of yourself, you've transmuted that energy. And now you are becoming your cheerleader. Sorry. This is beautiful energy, guys. You're ready to take your next step. I don't know what these purples mean, but holy crap. Look at these beautiful plum purple colors in your reading. Now you got blues and greens and, earth tones too. But you guys really went deep. You really went deep. You submerged. You went into those really, really painful places. And you are now coming out of that. And I feel like on your journey, it's kind of like, and I resonate with this, guys. It's like, my awakening and my shadow work was so intense, it became a little bit addictive. It was like there was something so intensely powerful about releasing and letting go of all of that. It was painful. I cried. Dark night of the soul. Just didn't even come close to describing it. But I had carried around so much negative energy and belief systems for so long that being on the ascension path almost became addictive for me. And then when I got to this place of letting go, this place of success and happiness, it's like I've been in flow. My finances are doing well. My emotional health is so much better than it's ever been. But then I kind of started worrying a little bit. Because I thought, am I done? Am I done? Did I make it to the other side? Don't I need to do more work? Isn't there more? Why ain't I crying anymore? What do I do now? Like, I spent every waking moment of my life for the last 3 years on shadow work and deep spiritual guidance, deep tapping into the divine, changing everything. I don't look the same. I don't talk the same, walk the same. I'm not the same. And it's like I got to this place where I emerged and my inner bully was tamed. But then I got to this place and I'm like, what do I do now? What do I do? Like, I'm not receiving as many deep lessons. And so you've come out. Your head's above the water again. You're breathing air, not emotion. And so now you're wondering what comes next. Where do I go from here? And so Spirit's saying, surrender that worry. This is a time of rest. This girl's on a swing set, waiting for her next directive. And Spirit says, surrender worry, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. But your guidance now is to be patient. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in. Rather than trying to handle everything yourself, this can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. This is the time for you to receive, not give. This is where you get held by Spirit. You're not being baptized in the water anymore. You've learned to let go. And now the only thing that Spirit wants you to do is to be patient. Allow others to hold you and nurture you. Fill you with compassion. I feel like you've done that for everybody else in your life, but you've never allowed others to do it for you. I feel like you're wanting to make a decision. You're feeling stuck and indecisive. Spirit's saying, listen to your intuition before making a decision. This angel has got her hands wide open. Receive. I'm hearing receive. Time to receive. You're divinely held. It says, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. I feel like you've been disconnected. Your awakening and your path and journey was so intense. And you've emerged. You've come out of the emotions and you don't know where to go from here. You don't know where to go. I don't feel the joy yet. I feel the release. I feel the letting go. I feel the release, but I don't feel the joy yet. And Spirit says, be patient. Let us bring compassion and love and support. And as you're asking, well, what do I do? What's my mission? I get that a lot with people. They hire me to do readings for them, and they're like, well, I went through a lot of crap, and I feel so much better, and now I'm ready to get on mission. What is my mission? Tracy, can you tell me what my mission is? And they really want me to just lay it out for them. And, I have to listen to Spirit, and I think you do too. And so we have a time of necessary upheaval. A blessing was a blessing in disguise. As the dust settles, the gift reveals itself. So it's like you've been in a tsunami. You've been in a freaking tornado. And that upheaval was a blessing. It was such a blessing. It was showing you everything. And I got the hiccups. See, when I hiccup, I'm on it, guys. So this has been intense for you. This has been an intense healing and an intense awakening and ascension journey. And so these upheavals were necessary in your life. They are a blessing in disguise. And Spirit's saying, rest in the hands of the divine, and be patient, because now is a time to recover and to renew yourself. You're a starseed. What lights you up? Then you have sun. Enjoy success and happiness. You made it, guys. The blessings are coming in. Be patient. You're in a time of, it's like you had COVID and now you're healed, but your body needs time to regenerate and to renew itself, to get strong, to get back to normal, right? The new normal. Spirit says there will never be normal again. It's new. It's a new normal. So don't feel stuck. Do what makes you happy. Count your blessings. Abundance is coming for you because you did so much work. Your intuition now is your inner compass. Now is your guide. It says you've asked for the help. Now be open to receive the divine guidance and assistance that you deserve. You deserve heaven's help. So now we're going to look at your last card. It says Serpent of Fire. Guys, you're like the phoenix, man. You're rised from the ashes. You are emerging brand new. You've been cleansed in the fire of the Holy Spirit. And you have found your way. And now you're feeling a little bit like a newborn baby. You're like, everything that I was, everything I believed, everything that was in my life is no longer. And I don't know where to go from here. And Spirit says, we will guide you. For now, be compassionate to others as they're on their journey. Be compassionate to yourself. Rest your body. Get some sleep. Self-love. You have just been baptized by fire. Serpent of Fire. Do not assess your current ability based on your past standards, as they no longer apply to you. That person's gone. Now you're the phoenix. You're rising, brand new, like a newborn baby. That's not on the card, but it says you're stronger and more powerful now than you have ever been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of. And Isis is here to help you now. So, guys, you made it. I'm hearing Barry Manilow. Looks like we made it. So now, you know, the intenseness was such a blessing, and it changed you. And now you're like coming out of your cocoon. You're like, wow, I don't know how to be a butterfly. I've always been a caterpillar. I don't know, where am I going? What is my next step? What is my mission? Where do I go from here? And Spirit says, it's time to rest. It's time to release and let go and be held by the angels and listen to because before, your ego was your guide, and external sources, mainstream media and Hollywood and your parents and everybody out there was guiding you, and now you're being guided in here. Your compass is in here. And Spirit says, be patient while you heal and while you relearn how to be a human in your newfound light body. So guys, I love you. You're going to have to trust your inner knowing. You made it. This is beautiful. I hope, I hope every one of you guys picked this pile. I really do. Because this is the emergence. This is getting to the other side. This is coming out of. This is, you know, on the journey, you start out as the first you get the catalyst, right? That makes you the initiate. And then you become the student. And then you become the adept. And the adept is still a student, but they're just more capable. And they're more on than they're off. And so now it's practicing what you've learned, applying in your life what you learned. And don't be impatient, you know. Yes, the world is changing and we need light workers on mission. But Spirit says for this group in particular, you get a little bit of a respite, a little bit of a break. And don't focus on the storm anymore. There is still a storm raging, and it's raging out there in the collective. And you're going to see it, but you've already faced it, and you've already defeated it. And so now you can be in the world, but not of it. You can put a protective, you know, ask the angels to keep that protection around you. And you can watch everybody else go through what you went through with love and compassion. You had that compassion card. It's your turn to hold space for others to get to where you're at. And that's a beautiful place to be. So I love you guys. I hope that resonated. I got to go pick my kid up. I got to do my hair and get ready for tonight's live. I still need to channel a message, guys. I was inspired with number 3 here. I'm thinking that my channeling is going to have to do with the emergence. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a channeling coming, guys. You inspired me. I'm going to talk with my guides, but I feel it. The emergence. That might be the title of our channeling tonight. I need to sit down with my guides and ask and receive. All right, so we will see you tonight. I love you, love you, love you. You are my love tribe. Namaste. See you tonight. Oh, you can't see me. Bye.